Next, electronic communication. Postal we finished. Now it is electronic. Electronic communication. What is electronic communication? A telephone is the quickest and most convenient means of communication. Telephone. It's the quickest way of communication, we say. Quickest, very fast, isn't it? And most convenient also. Very easily we can communicate to others through telephone. We have to just dial the number and you can talk, isn't it? Yes. We can speak to the person we want to just by dialing the number. Sitting in any place we can sit and talk to them. The person, those who are far away. It's very easy for us. So it's the quickest, we say, very fast way of communication. Letters will take many days to reach there, but phone, telephone, we have to just dial the number and we can directly talk to the person. Telephone networks are spread all over the world. So all over the world we have telephone network. It is connected to everybody in the world. Nowadays mobile phones have become very popular. We can carry them wherever we go, isn't it? Nowadays we have mobile phones. We can put it in the pocket, in our bag, and wherever we go we can carry it. We can call to any person far away from us within seconds, isn't it? Yes. So you can see the image of telephone there, which was the first we use this kind of telephone. Nowadays we are using mobile phones more. Mobile phones pictures also here you can see, isn't it? Yes. Now an email. Email. What is an email? Email is a letter, isn't it? That we write and send the message through computer. An email is the fastest way of sending written messages and photographs. A computer is used to send an email. Computers all over the world are linked through the internet. Internet. So what is internet, children? Which is a system that connects the millions of computers all over the world. It's a system that connects all the computers in the world. That is internet. So with the help of internet, we can send email, means writing messages, and we can send photographs also to a person who lives very far away from us, or very near to us, far away from us, whoever. We can send messages through email. We can write a message, we can send photos with the help of internet connection. It is a system where the millions of computers all over the world are get connected. Okay. It is a wide network. Today computers helps people to communicate with the help of internet. Computers are helping people to communicate with the help of internet. We can send message through mail to anyone who is living any part of the world within few seconds, isn't it? Yes. So you can see the image of an email there, internet there, isn't it, children? Where we can write and send message, even photos also we can send to our relatives, cousins, friends, others. Okay. So telephone is the quickest means of communication, we say. Sitting at any place we can dial the number and we can talk to the person. Nowadays mobile phones are there. Wherever we go we can carry the phone and we can talk to them, isn't it, within few seconds. Then email is a form of sending or writing messages and sending photographs through the help of internet. To the help of, if you have a computer at home, we can send email. Even in smartphones or mobile phones also we have this service. We can send mail to the people by writing the messages to them, sending photographs to them, isn't it? Yes. So that's about postal communication. Then electronic communication. Electronic communication, telephone, mobile phone, and email. These are the electronic communications we say. Okay. So the act of sending and receiving message is communication. isn't it? We used to share our ideas, express our ideas, knowledge, news to others through by communicating with others. We talk to others, we listen to others, we write to others. So earlier days, people used pigeons to carry messages. They used to send smoke signals, but it takes a long time, number of days to reach to get the message to reach to the place. Then what happened? Fastest means of communications developed. The first one, the most widely used one, was postal communication. People used to send letters to the relative, friends, family, those who are staying away from them, by writing letters to them. Okay, so there are different way of writing letters. Postcard, inland letters. Then if any urgent message is there, they used to send short message in telegram. Then they can send message by plane. Letters they carry letters in plane, in airmail we say, or aerogram, by train also, isn't it? So these are the ways by which people used to communicate to others. Then letter will reach the address. We write on the cover of the envelope of the letter. We used to write the address of the person, pin code, area pin code and all. Postman collect the letter and from the letter box, and he will reach that letter to that address. Letters are carried by mail van to the post office of the local areas. Then letters airmail by plane also they carry letters, isn't it? Yes. Then we learned about electronic communication. Means it is the quickest way of communication, we say. We can dial the numbers of the phone numbers, and we can sit at any place and we can dial it and we can talk to the person. It is electronic means of communication, telephone. Then mobile phone, people invented mobile phone. Because after the invention of mobile phone, it became so easy for us to communicate to the people, those who are far away also, within few seconds. Mobile phone, we can carry it wherever we go, and we can dial the number soon and we can talk to the person. Then email is the form of writing or sending messages, and photographs. Within few seconds we can send an email to other persons, our friends, relatives, whoever staying near or far from us, through internet. It is a system or network of the computers that connected it all over the world. So email is another electronic communication. So because of all these communication, our sending and receiving messages became so easy, so fast, isn't it? Yes. Now next, mass communication. Let's learn about mass communication. What is a mass communication? Okay, when we communicate or broadcast a message to large number of people at a time. Mass communication means sharing and exchanging messages, means information with a large number of people at the same time. Sharing, exchanging information or messages to a large number of people at the same time. At the same time we are sending and sharing message to a large number of people. That is called mass communication. So when we communicate or broadcast, means transmit, means distribute, we say, to large number of people, the message to a large number of people at a time, it is called mass communication. Sending or sharing messages, information at the same time to large number of people. For example, newspapers. Newspaper contains full of news. All of us read newspapers to large number of people at a time. They get the message. Then radio, television, magazine and internet. These are called mass communications. Examples. Newspaper and magazines are a printed means of mass communication. Printed. Newspaper get printed and it comes to us. Newspaper boy will deliver newspapers to us and go, isn't it? Printed mass means of mass communication, we say. It is newspaper. It's used to send information to large number of people at the same time, isn't it? And it is available in all regional languages. Newspaper, it is available in all languages. Wherever we stay, we have English newspapers, we have the state, that language newspapers, we have those who are in Hyderabad, they have Telugu newspapers. In Kerala, they have the mother tongue Malayalam newspapers. So like that, wherever they stay, or that place, that local area, they have. So newspapers are there in their own languages. Okay, in all regional languages, and it is printed means of mass communication, and that sending information messages to large number of people at the same time. And newspaper is available in all regional languages, all local languages. These newspapers are available. So first one, mass communication is newspapers. Newspaper. Then radio. Radio is an audio means of mass communication. You can see the image there. Radio. Okay, it is an audio means of mass communication. And it was a very popular means of communication. Before the invention of TV, radio was very popular means of communication. Audio means of mass communication means we can hear only. And we are able to hear it. That's why it is called an audio means of mass communication. Audio means of mass communication means audible, means it is, we can hear it. Audio means of mass communication. It was very popular before the invention of TV. When TV got invented, what is the specialty in TV, television? We can hear as well as we can see. Radio means only we can hear the sound, isn't it? Yes, television is an audio visual means of communication. Television or TV is an audio visual means of communication. Audio as well as visual. We can hear and we can see. That is why audio visual. Audio visual means of mass communication. Every household has a TV, isn't it? In every house we can see TV nowadays. Every house. After TV got invented, people used to watch TV because they can hear and see at the same time. That's why it is called audio visual. Radio means audio. We can only hear it. Audible means audio means of communication, we say. It was also very popular before the invention of TV. TV is the audio visual means of communication. Every household has TV now. Then next, computer or internet, we say. We can get information about anything in the world on the internet. On the internet, if we search anything, if you have any doubt, if we search anything in the world, any information if you want, you can get in the internet. We can search any information, we can get any information about anything in the world with the help of internet, isn't it? Yes, so these are the mass communication. Mass communication means sharing information, messages, messages or information, or exchanging information and messages to a large number of people at the same time. That is mass communication, sharing, exchanging information, messages to a large number of people at the same time. Example, newspaper is a printed means of mass communications, we say. Printed means of mass communication. We get newspaper in a printed form, isn't it? Yes. So the newspaper, it is available in all regional languages. It is a printed means of communication used to send information to large number of people at the same time. And it is available in all regional languages. Then comes radio. It is a audio means of communication. We can hear everything. Audio means of communication. It was very popular before the invention of TV. Means television. Television is an audio visual means of communication. We can hear as well as we can see what is happening. Newspaper we can only read. Radio we can hear. television we can hear and see, isn't it? The audio visual means of communication, and every household has a TV. And now at present, if we want to get any news, we can sit in any place and we can search in any information about anything in the world with the help of internet. Such a quickest, fastest, easiest way of communication, we say. It is there within our hand, or we can reach in very seconds by searching anything in the internet, isn't it? Yes. Now, communicating without speaking. So still now we have seen about the communication, means of communication. What is communication? Different means of communication, or we say verbal means of communication. We talk to others, we listen, we write, like that way of communication we learn now so far, isn't it? There are non-verbal means of communication. Non-verbal means without talking. Without talking, how we communicate? By using some actions, gestures, we say, some actions. Through some actions, we communicate with others. Have you seen people communicating with others only with actions? Have you seen children? Without talking, only through actions. Yes, there are people, those who cannot hear. There are people, those who cannot speak. Okay. So, those people, those children, how they used to communicate with others through their actions. They say everything, they communicate everything by actions. Okay, that is non-verbal, we say, or communicating without talking. There are some people who cannot speak. Dumb, D-U-M-B, dumb, means people that cannot talk or hear. Dumb and deaf, we say. They cannot hear, dumb and deaf. They communicate through sign language. They have a language called sign language. Means sign language. They communicate, they talk to others using some signs, some actions, some symbols. Sign language consists of 26 hand symbols, one for each letter of the alphabet. How many letters are there in English alphabet, children? Yes, there are 26 letters in the English alphabet, isn't it? For each letter, they have some signs. For each letter, for showing something, they will show those letters, those signs. For each letter, they show sign. They will understand. Then people, will come to understand. Okay. They watch with lip movements of the other and understand what the person is saying. Whenever we say something, they watch our lip movement. They watch it carefully. Then they will understand what the person is telling or saying. Okay. So, there are people, those who cannot talk or hear, called dumb and deaf people. Cannot talk, dumb, cannot hear, deaf. D-U-M-B, dumb, deaf, D-E-A-F, deaf. So, those people, how they communicate with others, they cannot talk. They cannot hear also. So, they watch the lip movements. To others' lip movements they watch, they will understand what they are talking. Because they know the sign language. Sign language means for each letters in the English alphabet, for each letter, 26 letters, they have 26 hand symbol or hand sign. For A, they have a hand sign. For B, they have a hand sign. C, they have a sign. D, they have a sign. Up to Z, they have a sign for each letter. Through that, they tell everything to others. And others, how they will understand what they are talking? By the lip movement. Poor children, isn't it? The children, those who cannot talk and hear. Yes, but we are so lucky. We should thank God that we can hear, we can see, we can talk. But around us, there are poor children like that. Poor people are there, those who cannot hear and talk. But they also communicate. Without talking also, they communicate by the hand symbols. Then, now next, dance mudras. Have you ever heard about this? Dance mudras. Mudras, you know, dance mudras. Have you seen people dancing, ladies dancing, when on a stage performance and all? You can see different people performing the dance, isn't it? Dancers dancing, you have seen, isn't it? So you can see both male and female dancing, not only girls, boys also, isn't it? Dancers use various hand gestures, body movements and postures called mudras to express different things. Dancers, they use different kinds of hand gestures, we say. Hand actions, we can say. Gestures, mudras, like this. Many actions dancers they show using their hand, like this mudras, okay? Like this mudras they show. These are nothing but dance mudras. Each has its own meaning. Body movements also. Body also they change when they dance. Then postures. Postures is different body positions. So here you can see different mudras, body positions or movements of different dancers. You can see the image there, isn't it? 4 images are there, 4 different style with different mudras, with different gestures, we say. They use different hand symbols or gestures and actions they do while they perform dance. Okay. So they are called dance mudras or different actions. Each mudra has its own meaning. They are conveying that meaning while they dance. Okay. Yes. So that's about our lesson for today. Words to remember. Communication. What is communication, children? Process of sending and receiving messages, isn't it? Act of sending and receiving messages are called communication. Destination means the place to which someone is going. That destination, to reach the destination means to reach the place where we want to go. Mass communication, exchange of information on a large scale to a wide range of people, sharing information or sending messages to a large number of people at the same time. It is called mass communication. And examples also we have seen: newspaper, radio, television, internet. They are all examples of mass communication. So, what all things we learned today? Yes, about means of communication, about communication, the act of sending and receiving information, messages. There are different means of communication. We used to express our ideas, views, knowledge, feelings through the communication. We talk to others, we listen, we write. So earlier they used pigeons to carry messages, horses they use smoke signals, but this all takes much time. Then later postal communication were developed. People used to send letters to the other people in different countries or states by writing letters to them. That is postal communication. This is the cheapest and widest form of communication, oldest form of communication. Then telephones were invented. By sitting at any place, we can dial the numbers and we can talk to the persons, to the people. Then mobile phone invented. Again, it became very easy. So quickest means of communication, we say this electronic communication or telephone, mobile phone, etc. We can carry mobile phone wherever we go, isn't it? Then internet, or through internet we can send email, writing and sending messages and photographs to the people, those who are staying very far or very near, wherever, with the help of internet, a system that connecting the whole computers in all over, the millions of computers in all over the world. That is internet. Then we learned about mass communication, sending, sharing messages, information to large number of people at the same time. It is called mass communication. Example, we learned about newspaper, a printed means of communication, sending information to many people at the same time. It is available in all regional languages. Then radio was very popular means of audio means of communication. We can hear everything. Then came TV, television, audio visual means of communication. We can hear at the same time, we can see. Every household has a TV. Then internet. In our hand it is. If we have a computer or if we have a mobile phone, we can search all the doubts, or we can clear every doubt, so we can search any information in the internet, isn't it? Yes. Then we learned about the people, those who cannot talk or hear, how they will communicate. Communication without talking. Non-verbal communication, we can say, without talking. They have 26 hand symbols or hand signs through which they communicate to other people. Other people communication they understand by the lip movements. Then we learned about dance, mudras and all. Mudras, each mudra has a meaning. So different positions, the dancers use different positions, different way of the postures, mudras, actions, gestures. So each mudra has an action and a meaning, we say. They're conveying a message while doing a dance, isn't it? Called dance mudras, we say. Through hands they will show different mudras. Okay, yes. Now let's read what all the main points we learned. The sending and receiving of messages and message and information is called communication. The sending and receiving of message and information is called communication. The postal system is one of the oldest, cheapest and most widely used system of communication. Telephone, mobile phone and email means computer are the electronic means of communication. The fastest way to send written messages is by email. Newspapers, radio, television and internet are means of mass communication. People who cannot speak or hear communicate through sign language. These are the things we learned in the lesson means of communication. Nowadays, we are so lucky that we can talk to a person who is in America or who is in Canada, very far abroad, Dubai and all. How? Through video call or video conference, video chatting and all. Through if we have a smartphone or a mobile phone, we can dial the number and we can see them. If they are too far also, we can see them and we can talk. So the technology advanced to that level where people can talk to the other persons living far away from them by a small mobile phone, isn't it? Yes. That is the way nowadays we are talking, isn't it? Instead of sending letters or calling, through video itself we can see and talk. If you have a computer at home using web camera, there also if we have internet connection, we can see and talk to the person, isn't it? Those who are living in other state or other country. Yes or no? Yes, we say Skype or using webcam. These are the modern technology that we can speak to others, those who are living in other state or countries. Nowadays video calls are very famous, isn't it? Yes or no? Yeah, if we have a smartphone, we can do WhatsApp video calls. Video conference we can do. One or two, more than two persons. We can see and talk each other. We can enjoy, we can make fun. Yes, so because of this technology advance or technology advanced a lot, we are able to talk to the persons, our friends, relatives, those who are very, very far away from us through this means of communication. The quickest means of or the fastest means of communication. Isn't it, children? Yes. Life skills. For the proper delivery of our letters, we must ensure that the address must be complete and pin code should be written clearly. When we write letters, on the envelope or the cover, we have to write the address and area pin code. It is must. If there is no address and area pin code, the letter won't go to the correct place. What is the pin code of your area? So just you have to write the area pin code. Where you are staying, that area has a pin code. Ask your parents and write the pin code of your area in the space given here in the textbook, page number 84. Okay children? Yes.